I just figured, it could come down to a game of field position, and I set my mind to it, and I knew, I was probably going to play a pretty big part in the outcome of the game. Unfortunately, I can't do anything in overtime, but throughout the course of the game, I just made sure stay concentrated, know exactly what I had to do, and just execute.
A lot of your punts, it came down to stressful situations because it was a field position game. Neither team was scoring. It was a 7-7 game all the second half.
Right.
Is there any pressure situations for you in punting?
No, not necessarily. If you go speak to my mate too, Kay Scott, Trav down the road there, they're in pressure situations the whole time. So for me, I get 9 snaps, and that's a lot of snaps. Generally, I get 5 snaps, and I got to make the most of them. But at the end of the day, I'm kicking essentially pigskin. We eat bacon, so I'm kicking bacon down a field. For people's entertainment. It's not that big of a deal. I just have a laugh on the sideline and do my job. It's something that's pretty easy.
And, you mentioned Ty Montgomery earlier. He only had 1 return for 1 yard. How were you able to get him out of his rhythm?
Well, we're in the rugby style punt, just kick it away from the big bloke, and then when I'm hitting traditionals, just hang it up there or ping it to the boundary so that he's got to know where to move. It's pretty simple. If we're in sky territory, kick it inside the 10. If he's dumb enough to go back and catch it inside the 10, then that's on him, not me. But for the most part, they don't run back there. So let my bullocks make a play for us.
Let me ask you about Travis. You being around him every day. How is it? You just changed.
We're going overtime. No big deal.
Weeks
Let's come
in a
down to
row,
the
a couple
last
weeks in a
play.
row now. Putting with some numbers and having command of the team. Behind the scenes, how much has he changed these last 2 weeks?
He hasn't changed that much. Around the house, we don't talk football, or very rarely talk football. We're in here enough, I don't like thinking about it really. Don't like talking about it outside of football, but so around the house, nothing's changed. We just go about our business. And then, if I see him on the sideline, like on Saturday I saw him on the sideline, he looked pretty down. Adam Schultz came up to me, the backup quarterback. He just told me, hey, go have a word to Trav, he needs some encouragement. So I just went up to him. I said, listen, mate, it's the best defense in the Pac-12. We knew we weren't going to come out here put 400-yard passing on them, but if we did, it would have been great, but we weren't. So I just said, it's a 7-7 ball game. We're not losing. Just go out there and swing the ball. We just need 1 big play, and if you guess in field goal range, let Andy do his thing, and that's game, set, match. So I just try and speak to him, and when I feel like there's a time that he needs some encouragement, then I'll go help him out.
What do you talk around the house?
No, you don't want to know. I won't tell you.
How much do you hate touchbacks?
Probably my most hated thing I can ever do. Maybe besides shanking a punt that goes negative yards, but touchbacks suck because, I'm sitting in sky territory, so if I get a punt to the 1 yard line, generally it's only going to go 37 or 42 yards, and so that's decent. I'll take that. But if I hit to the 5, I drop down to 32 yards. It's no good. And if I hit touchback, my net's going down to 20 yards. It's bullcrap because I hit a decent punt, it goes fair way, and then it goes six inches into the end zone. I just hate myself for it. So that's whatever. You just clear your mind, get over it. I guess it does essentially, but I think we all have to be some way.
I love you saying that you don't feel pressure, but you guys are a defensive and special teams team, and you mentioned it. You get a certain amount of looks back there, 1 bad look, and things go pretty bad for you, but that didn't happen. I think they averaged an 18-yard line field starting position,
right,
whereas you guys had the 33 or something
right,
like that. You're a huge part of what's going on out there. Will you talk about that a little bit?
Kind of. I tell myself I'm not, because I can't remember who told me. Someone told me a couple of years back now when I was trying to come over and do my thing, but they said when you relax, your muscles, they work a lot better. So I'm out here every week, kicking probably 300 punts throughout the week before the game. And it's all muscle memory because I haven't been doing it for very long. So for me, it's a matter of staying calm. I put myself in position throughout the week that, most people would feel pressure. I try to tell myself to feel pressure, and then when I'm out in the game, mentally I'm in the mindset of I'm in practice. I'm just stroking the sucker. So, I use certain techniques mentally to help me adapt to what's going to be like on the weekend, and playing in the Pac-12, going up against arguably some of the best returners in the nation. It's awesome. It's a challenge every week, and I'd be lying if I said before the game I don't get a little bit nervous. Like, I think about it a bit, like, how am I going to do, how am I going to take this bloke out of the game? What am I going to do to put my gunners in a position to make a play for me? But you just put on Jack Johnson, you sit back, you enjoy the ride, and it all works out.